I'm very excited. I'm glad that me and my team was able to go out there and get the dub. Clemson being a very good team and was being underdogs, we came out there, to perform for Syracuse.
Yeah, and just what do you think? You just said you've been in the program for a few years now. Just seeing what Graham's trying to build, how do you think this win kind of plays toward kind of that standard that he keeps you guys up to every day?
This is just a glimpse of what we can really do. Actually, the standard rises every day. So yes, we got the dub and did everything we could to get the win. But this next week coming up, starting tomorrow, actually, standard rises.
The defense got a turnover, and then you immediately scored on the next play. What did that kind of mean to you in the offense with Ricky coming in after?
Just knowing the defense getting a stop, offense has to help them out. And so being that guy to be able to make that play, just a very exciting feeling. I'm very happy that the coaches and the quarterback very comfortable with giving me those one-on-one matchups and throwing me the ball.
Justice, you've got 2 multi-touchdown games so far this season. Are you going to change your prediction from 1,000 yards to, 10, 15 touchdowns or something?
Yeah. No, the 1,000 yards still stands. Touchdowns, I don't know. The touchdowns come and go. So whatever happens, whatever happens.
You talked about making 50-50 balls turn into 90-10 balls in your favor. Can you just walk me through that first touchdown? Obviously, a play that either player could kind of get, and then you end up coming down with it.
Actually, I made that play. I made that play 100 times before. So really, when I seen the ball in the air, I said, "Oh yeah, this is me right here." And the DB back was turned. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I got this."
Can you speak to your connection with Ricky? How that's kind of built throughout practice and fall camp, and even though he hasn't been able to play in games too much with it.
All right. Ricky came in the spring, and me and Ricky built a connection from the spring. He ended up getting hurt at the end of the spring, but that connection is still there, and it actually showed up during the game today.
Yeah, just what you see from Ricky coming in and just kind of stepping up on the team.
Say that one time.
Just what you see from Ricky kind of coming in that tough situation, obviously seeing one of your teammates go down and just stepping up and kind of being able to seal
I'm
things.
sad that Steve had to go down, but I still have faith in Ricky. Even though Steve went down, Ricky still can play too. I got faith in Steve, so he can go out there and ball just like Steve.
Have you been able to speak to Steve yet, and what was your message to him?
I just really told him to keep his head up and I got his back.
Deuce just said when in doubt, throw it to 12.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about that.
Like I said, I made plays like that 100 times in practice. So, third, fourth down, we need to get it. They know we can get the ball too.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Devin Graham here. We'll open up for questions.
Yeah, but first of all, welcome back. You moved all over today in coverage, rushing the passer. How much do you feel you were able to show your versatility today?
Really just whatever the team needed. Coach told me the game plan going into the week, and I knew it was a big week, coming back, like you said, missing 2 weeks. So I was just trying to do my best for whatever the team needed, to be honest with you. And that was whether it was rushing the passer, in coverage, tearing on my teammates, any role that it's possible, just there for my team.
How important was Cornell and Raheem on the back end of you being able to, move around as much as you did today?
Very great. Those are valuable guys. You can trust those guys, and even you have Barry Buxton that got some play in there sometimes too. So, when you have those 3 guys, core guys that can come in and just dominate like they did today, it's amazing because you have so much trust in them. I can go do my job and know that they're back there doing their job.
How much confidence does it give your defense when the first time you step on the field, you're already up by multiple scores?
It gives you a boost, but our mentality was it's still 0-0. We didn't really look at the scoreboard. We knew that we had a job and a goal to go out there and dominate. So we just wanted to stick to our goal and job, not really get worried about it in the scoreboard and stuff like that in the statistics.
When Coach comes out and he runs an onside kick and then goes for that 4th and 3 in the next possession, what did that say to you guys as players about his nature, what his nature was going to be with this game?
It's the game inside the game, is to see that he puts trust in us. We came in, you knew that they were a very good team, and to make a play like that, to call a play call like that, which was an amazing play call, caught them off guard. It caught me off guard. I was getting ready to go on defense, and I'm hearing offense we got the ball back. So to see that, like you said, it gives us confidence, and it's like, whoa, oh yeah, we're going to go out here and dominate. He calling stuff like that. He puts trust in us.
Coach mentioned some of the things you were going through, like week 1, a little flu, ankle. Can you kind of just take us through that from your perspective, how you dealt with it?
To be honest, being around the guys, 100%, I gotta give credit to my guys. Coming around them each and every day, it just put a smile on my face. I knew I couldn't be out there with them, but I was trying to do everything I could in my power to make sure I still had that leadership role, and they embraced it so much. It was like nothing. It was like I was on the field with them. I was at practice telling them what I seen from. You view the game from a different perspective when you're not playing. So I was telling them what I see, and they was listening and implementing it and coming off the field, telling me what it was. So to get back and be able to be out there with my brothers and fight this hard and get a good victory versus a very good team, it's a blessing and amazing. I'm very grateful.
Yeah. Did you set this game as kind of like a target for you when you wanted to return? Or was it
It was a week-to-week type of thing, but it's always great to get back to Clemson. It's playing, like I said, a great team, and it was just amazing to be out there with my brothers and play.
In terms of the second half, you felt like the defense constantly made plays. Just walk me through the toughness of the defense in that second half there.
Love you too, Ted. But yeah, coming out in the second half, we knew we had to be dominant. Like I said before, it's 0-0. We came out, it's 0-0. We don't look at the scoreboard. We just got to dominate. Keep our job. We tried to get a shutout in the second half. It didn't really happen, but hey, holding up to 7 points isn't too bad for a second half. So I'm very happy with my brothers for allowing us to be able to do that. And it was just, hey, that's what you look for in a good defense.
What are you doing personally to kind of stay loose during that weather delay at halftime?
I was doing ankle mobility stuff. I was just stretching, making sure I don't get too relaxed. I took maybe like a 10-minute nap just to get my energy back. It was a little hot at the beginning to start off the game, so hydrate, make sure you get fluids in you so you don't cramp up, and just come out and ready to dominate. It's another 30 minutes. We separated the game into 30 minutes. First 30 minutes, we dominated that. We knew we had to come out and dominate the second 30 minutes, and that's what we did. Come out victorious.
Do you know anyone else that took a nap or did something odd in the locker room?
My eyes was closed for 10 minutes. I couldn't even tell you, but I knew he was alive. We was listening to NBA Youngboys. Hey, we was turning in that locker room. That's all I can tell y'all. We was having a good time.
Coach continuously talks about wanting to be one of those blue blood programs, kind of working your way up. What do you think this win does for this program?
It definitely helps us, but we know that we can't get lackadaisical. We can't get complacent. We beat a very good team, but it's only week 4 of the season. We still got a lot more weeks to go. So take each week by week and focus on that opponent and just keep dominating like we're doing so far. Of course, there's a little stuff that we need to go and see and fix, but I feel like for the most part we played a great game today, and I'm just happy to see how we go forward with it. Thank you guys. You guys have a nice day.
Ricky, when of course you weren't on the field then, but when you were on the sideline and you see your team go up so big early, just what kind of confidence did that give the entire team?
It's something we worked for. Coach Fran preached to us all week that we have to put a complete game together and start fast and finish the game strong. So that was our goal, and that was our mission for this weekend. We came out and executed well.
What was your reaction when you see Steve go down, I guess, for the second time in the second half? What's your reaction there?
That's hard. Seeing a brother, not just a teammate to me. We build bonds on this team, and that's a brother to me now. So seeing that, it sucks. I was hurt for him, but I had to snap out of it and realize that I got to go in and finish the game for him. He did a great job doing what he did through the game and putting us out there, giving us that lead so we can finish the game strong.
Yeah, how did you kind of mentally shift from kind of feeling bad for your teammates to just you're on the field at that point? How did you make that mental shift?
It's just, like I said, you hate to see that, but I had to snap out of it and finish the game for my team. They was counting on me. I gotta thank God. You only be blessed and be ready. You pray for those moments and be ready for that moment. You gotta be ready to prepare. I got my moment. God gave me that, and Coach Fran believed in me to get me out there. So I can do nothing but be thankful.
How do you think your experience from last week and some game reps maybe helped when you jumped into that?
Helped a whole lot. Helped a whole lot. That was my first time getting meaningful reps. Y'all follow me, so y'all know that was my first time getting good game reps. It just taught me how to get ready to go into a game and how to prep my mind, and make that switch from being Steve's right-hand man and giving him knowledge and giving him what I see, going out there and performing what I told him I see, and just taking on the looks that he had and just staying engaged in the game.
Was he able to give you any advice at all? I saw he was on crutches and then kind of went to the locker room, but did he tell you anything?
No, I mean, through the whole game, I mean, I'm locked into the game and into what's going on, and the looks that he gets is just like Coach Nunn's always preached that if he's coaching one of us, he's coaching all of us. So I got to take the coaching this hard if I was to start the whole game. But I learned so much from him before this moment. So I thank him for that as well. Just him being older than me, being an older guy, seeing and playing more games. So I was able to gain a lot of knowledge and be ready for it.
Ricky, what kind of confidence did it give you after that first play, one-play touchdown drive? What kind of confidence that you to come in immediately, have that impact, extend your team's lead?
It kind of cooled me down, I'll say that for sure. I mean, I guess anybody in that moment, you'll kind of be kind of up and going. They settled me in the game for sure. I mean, I feel that I gave him a chance and he made the play for me. I mean, I ain't do nothing justice did what he had. He did the rest of the work. So thank him for that, for sure.
Last two for Ricky.
When your defense is getting stops like it was in the second half, what does that do for your offense to just know that you can rely on them on the other side of the field?
It's tremendous. I mean, like I said, Coach Fran gave us a challenge to play complimentary football today. And I think we exceeded that challenge and we completely checked it off the list and we just it's something to build off of for sure. Have a good opponent next week. We're going to enjoy this win, but now we got to get ready for Duke. They're quality offense, they have a quality defense. So we seen today that we was able to put a game together and play together as one. And now we just got to keep carrying and keep going strong.
Ricky, have you had a chance to talk to Steve yet, and do you care to share what that conversation was between you and him?
I mean, I talked to him. He congratulated me on the win. As a team, we're behind him regardless. He's our leader. He told me just keep playing, stay prepared, and be ready. I know just as much as y'all. I mean, I'm gonna pray for him, and I hope y'all pray for him as well, for sure, for a speedy recovery.
Who can you kind of give give you confidence to go on the road and get a big victory, kind of close out that game?
My team, Coach Fran and my team. When my number was called, he came to me both times when it was called. He just instilled confidence in me and said that he believed in me, and as a quarterback, as a player in general, from your head coach, I mean, you can't do nothing but go out there and just play lights out and go do what you gotta do and play, put your all on and get the win for your guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.